That's the church, the beautiful church of our Ladu Sarai community, Little Flower Church. And on that day when they came in, they completely destroyed it.
They reached here and demolished without even giving us a time to take the holy things from our church premise. So, such a cruelty. They broke the statues and demolished the church within no time.
It was really painful. I can't express. I don't know how long this sorrow will go.
It is a totally illegal act that is done.
This is what remains of the Little Flower Church in Delhi's Chattarpur area. A holy site for more than 400 families, now reduced to rubble. On Monday, July 12th, a portion of the Syro-Malabar Church was demolished by civic authorities. The authorities say that the structure was built on encroached sabha land. However, church officials say that the demolition was illegal and that the manner in which it took place gave them barely any time to respond to the matter on legal grounds. Speaking to The Wire, church officials recounted how the demolition took place.
On 9th July, 3:30, some people, unknown people, they came and pasted a notice outside the gate of this church. Then in the evening we came to know this notice is from the office of the BDO for the demolition of church.
In the late hours of Friday, the notice was sticked in the wall there, out there. So we couldn't have got the time to explain our side in any of the legal forums. That is something against the constitutional right, no? So, and even before the normal office time on Monday, they reached here and demolished without even giving us a time to take the holy things from our church premise. So, such a cruelty. They broke the statues and demolished the church within no time and expelled the parish priest in charge forcefully, using around 150 police personnel were there and using all the police powers and blocking all the faithful from the beginning of this road and do this demolition.
That's the church, the beautiful church of our Ladu Sarai community, Little Flower Church. And on that day when they came in, they completely destroyed it, the spiritual, the aspect of this part, and even the building without any cause. And even the statues, you can see the statues all were demolished. It's all kind of a vandalism without respecting the other religions, without respecting the people, without respecting the country and the democracy. They came in and they destroyed the entire thing.
Ravi Sagar, an advocate practicing at the Supreme Court, claims that the demolition was illegal. Sagar also highlights that the church was protected by the National Human Rights Commission.
It is a totally illegal act that is done. It looks like it is a totally illegal, and also it has done to outrage the sentiments of a minority Christian community. Because this church has been in existence from 2005 onwards. And 5 onwards, they have been doing all worship there. About 600 family members were there and they were carrying on. And the notice, so-called notice issued on 7th of July 2021, you see the way the notice is issued, very clandestine way. It was issued at 3:30 in the evening on a Friday. Saturday is a holiday and a Sunday, preventing them to approach any judicial or legal forum. And what has happened on that day is, and 10:30, even before an office could open, they have reached with all machines and simply raised that church into the ground, which is really a violation of the fundamental rights which is enshrined in the Constitution. And further, you see what has happened. They have in the notice all erroneous way and the facts they have mentioned. First of all, they mention the Delhi High Court case which is not at all connected with a case that has taken place in some other district, and they relate it to this, which is not at all what this notice is not tenable, because all erroneous facts are mentioned there. But further, you can see such a demolition drive was there in 2014. And when the members of the church approached the Human Rights Commission, Human Rights Commission has clearly given the recommendations and the protection to this church and other inhabitants of the entire village or Gram Sabha who are located there. Therefore, what you see in the first reading itself, it is really a violation of the fundamental rights, the legal provisions of the various law, and it is done simply to hurt the sentiments of the Christian community.
Despite the demolition of their church, worshippers continue to arrive in small numbers at the site.
All of a sudden we saw this structure, it's been demolished, and it was really painful. I can't express, I don't know how long this sorrow will go, but with God's grace, we will, overcome with it. Okay, so this really painful, but I can't express what's there in the people's mind.
There is a sense of distraught, a sense of being dispossessed that the people here face, but they're intent on rebuilding what they've lost.
Now we are the victims. Now we are the victim of the targeting or discrimination and all, intolerance and all the things. We are the victims. Now, see, we people, we Christian people, we Malayali people, we are not muscle power people. We are just law obedient people, very peaceful community. We are loving each other. We are not disturbing anyone else. Now we will see how our problem can be resolved by the government amicably. If the government is ready to do the settlement in amicable way, then we will not make any agitation. Otherwise, we will do all peaceful agitations. We will approach the authorities. We will do the peaceful agitations too, until and unless we get the problem get resolved.
We are not at all in search of the particular people behind, but we have that feeling that our place of worship is demolished. That is a fundamental thing that is in our mind, and that should be rebuilt, and we should have a place for proper worship and prayer and for the formation of the children in our community. So our demand is, we are not blaming anybody, we are not at all interested to make it politicizing the matter or communalizing the matter. Our requirement and our demand is that we need a place for worship. That is our demand.
To receive instant updates on all videos from The Wire, click the subscribe button and hit the bell icon. Pay to support independent journalism. Click the link in the description and choose the amount you want to pay.